Hi guys, Spontaneity here, and I'm the ingenuity person.
I'm the spontaneous one. Welcome back to another video.
We haven't decided what we're going to name this series. We've come from draft judging to card judging.
We started with the card judging, we went to draft judging.
Nobody really knows. So if you have an idea, give us the idea, because we don't know.
We open packs.
Pack opening.
See the cards. We judge them based on first view, not like thinking of meta, not thinking things through. Just based off first picks.
First instinct.
So I'm going to open the pack while we continue this. I know I'm narrating what I'm doing because I'm nervous.
It's also extremely cold out right now.
I want to see what this first card is. It is a token. What does that say? Dragon Breakster? No, Dwarf. That's a Dwarf.
Dwarf Berserker.
Yeah, words. It's a 2/1. I'm sorry.
Doesn't know how to read.
I am illiterate, but it's okay. Beautiful. Wait, what?
You probably should have shown the last card.
We're gonna save that for later because I thought that was a land, but sneak peek of what we're gonna see later. I'm
Surprise
excited.
attack.
I'm excited. Okay, the first one.
We have it's called Immersturm Raider.
I can't read. It's a 2-cost red, 2/1. When Immersturm Raider enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. That feels like a very typical blue deck style of thing. I could see that being like a blue-red card.
Yeah.
As like a splash option. Because a lot of their stuff is based on the graveyard. Like instances, sorceries being in there.
Yeah.
So I could see playing that in like a red-blue combination.
Well, can I see the card again?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you don't have a great hand, like if it's first few turns, you don't have any mana, that could be what you need. You get another mana on the field.
So yeah, that looks interesting. Do you mind holding it so they can look at it while we read the second card? Valor of the Worthy. It's a 1-cost white enchantment. Enchanted creature gets 1/1. When enchanted creature leaves the battlefield, so it can be destroyed, banished, whatever, return to the hand. Create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. You can set that card down now. I don't scoot it. Oh, thank you. I feel like this would be good in just a white deck for like token generation, where you bounce your cards back.
Or if you have that could be pretty good for combo plays, such as you get 2 creatures on the field. Say you have a card that goes on the field and it says, "Oh, your opponent sacrifices creature." When it enters the battlefield, put it on there as it comes back, and then you get something else.
I feel like it leaves the battlefield. I feel like you could pop it like on a card, like give your opponent a monster, still one of your opponent's monsters. That could still work for this effect, and you would probably get the card back. The next card is Littenjar's Kinseeker. It's a 4-cost changeling shapeshifter, 4/2. Actually, I've seen this card before. Enters the battlefield. If you control 3 or more creatures that share a creature type, put a 1/1 counter on, and then scry 1. This would be good in like a mono creature deck or like a changeling deck.
Yeah, if you have does it say it's all creature types?
Yep.
Then
splice it. It could be in any deck.
Yeah, splice it into anything.
I want to build a shapeshifter deck. It seems interesting.
Shapeshifter or changeling?
Now, this is going to be random. I actually haven't talked to him about this, so I want to see his idea. I think at the beginning or end of this video, we should say the price of the most expensive card from the last pack.
Do we know that, though?
We don't know it, so it'd be starting next video. But I think that would be a cool thing to add in. Do you agree?
Yeah, we could keep a running tally of what's been
the most valuable card we've pulled.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see that, seems interesting. Yeah, and it'll probably restart every month or two, or every set, or whatever. Next one is Snakeskin Veil. 1-cost green. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until end of turn. I'm automatically saying that's a good card.
Especially with the effect of hexproof. If you're running anything like against blue,
yeah,
that's instantly great.
You need hexproof against blue. And the good part of this is a lot of green and green-white. This would be a great green-white card based upon like 1/1 counters. So you double all 1/1 counters. It's worth 2 now.
Seems to me like green and white have a lot of... Well, mainly green has a lot of hexproof.
Yeah.
It would be green,
Hexproof
black.
or Shroud? Green, blue.
Shroud's more blue though.
Yeah. Indestructible's a white effect,
Yeah.
which I don't like Indestructible. It's weird.
It's a pain in the butt.
Well, but it's counterable. Like,
Is it?
It is. It's not hexproof, so you can counter it when it enters the battlefield. Hexproof, you can't counter while entering the battlefield.
True, but like once it's on the battlefield, you might as well like unless you have the typically the cards that are gonna be able to destroy an indestructible card are either gonna be expensive money wise or expensive mana wise.
I'm gonna be honest. This next card, I've seen a lot of, and I don't like it. It's called Dread Rider. It's a 6-cost black, 5 colorless, 1 black creature. Spirit Knight, which Knight is an interesting thing. Tap 1 colorless, 1 black. Tap this card. Exile creature from your graveyard. Target opponent loses 3 life. It's a 3/7.
It's potentially a decent wall that does damage. The only reason I can't really think of anything else better to say about it aside from it's maybe a decent wall. How much is it? It's a 7 cost? Oh, it's a 6 cost. Okay, yeah, that's garbage. I'm sorry.
Like if it was a 4 cost,
if you're running something,
I could run it.
If you're running something with a lot of exile, which is kind of rare, really.
Yeah, exile effects aren't very good.
Unless you're doing something with a lot of mill stuff.
I would say black exile would be the only, like black graveyard would probably be the only deck I could see viable with this. And yeah, 3 life is good, but you lose a blocker and you lose a resource from your graveyard for them to lose 3 life. When you could just swing with this or use it as a blocker. So
you're losing 3. You're losing 2 things for a minimal game.
Which actually the only argument I could see is against token generation.
Black white. Right there.
It would be good against token generation because you're doing direct damage that can't easily be counterable, not incounterable, but it's not something that the common player will defend against. Am I grabbing for the next card?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll hold this so they can watch. Or not watch.
Look. Okay. Iron Verdict. Do you want to read that one?
It's a 3-cost white. Iron Verdict deals 5 damage to target tapped creature. Not bad. Foretell 1. During your turn, you may pay 2 and exile this card from your hand face down. Cast it on a later turn for its foretell cost. I actually saw in some, like, on the boxes. I haven't bought a pack yet, which I'm kind of... but Foretell sounds really good because...
It's actually not new to this set. I've had foretell cards before. They're interesting.
It's good for when you need it. You can... for a different time.
My only argument why this card is bad is because it only does 5 damage to a tapped, and there's better like 2 or 3 costs that's destroy tapped card. Now, the Foretell makes it interesting, but I don't say it's quite worth doing the 5 damage when it can just avoid destruction effects.
Yeah, the good thing about the plus about it is you can wait till something on the field that you like or that you need to use it on comes into the field.
I'm gonna be honest, I love the next card. Dogged Punishment. I like enchantment effects. It's 3, 1
That's
black.
Dog's Pursuit, bud.
Pursuit, excuse me. 4 costs, 1 black, 3 green, 3 colorless. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. This is just a good static effect that most people won't just destroy, but you need life gain in black, and just dealing destruction each turn is very useful.
That's potentially a good card for combo plays.
And that's really the black life. What's the card? It's a legendary creature. Whenever you gain life, deal that much damage to your opponent.
So you'd be doubling.
You'd be doing 2 damage to all your opponents. That's beautiful. Okay, next one is Gold Vein Pick. It's a artifact, colorless equipment.
Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. In case you don't know what a treasure token is, it's an artifact with tap, sacrifice its artifact, add 1 mana of any color. And the equipment cost is 1.
That, for an okay, I don't usually run equipment. There's very few equipments I'll actually run, but this one sounds good enough that if I needed an equipment deck, I could throw it in there just to kind of generate a little bit more mana. Because in 2 turns, it's going to pay for itself pretty well. 3, if you want to include the equip cost, it being a 1/1 is nice. And just creating treasure tokens. Wait, is it for each damage or? No, it's just damage in general. Okay. So it's not that bad.
But also, if you can combo stuff, it's just it's a good card.
All right. Next card is a 1-cost black called Way Down. As an additional cost to casting this card, exile a creature from your graveyard. That seems like a common thing in black. Target creature gets -3/-3 till end of turn. I like this because black is all about using those graveyard advantages, and that's just pure advantage for 1 black.
Yeah, the cost is what makes it decent. My only diss on it is on the fact that it's only until end of turn, unless your opponent has a really annoying 3/3 or less on the field, which happens a lot.
Blue-red. 3/3 or less.
But if it's on the field, and that'll wipe.
It's an instant, right?
Yeah.
No, it's a sorcery. Darn. If it was an instant, I would call it good.
Yeah,
the sorcery, it's balanced. There is a difference between good and balanced. Being a 3/3, that's just good for the pure effect of like, okay, now you lost whatever card that was, and you probably will only target a 3/3. Or 3/3 less.
Or, if you have multiple mana, you can just stack this with something else.
I'm way too excited about the next card.
Oh, one quick thing.
Yeah.
This effect, if you have multiple of like negatives, this would work on an indestructible card.
Yes.
Because it would kill it.
Because negatives work on indestructible. I don't know why that works, but we've looked it up enough times that we remember. Okay, this card is a blue-green enchantment, so you know I love it. It's called the 3 Seasons. Effect number 1, mill 3 cards. Effect number 2, return up to 2 target snow permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Effect number 3, choose 3 cards from your graveyard. Their owner shuffles those cards into their libraries. That is beautiful.
Oh.
I love this effect. Like, I would throw this into a blue-green deck just for fun.
That's not bad.
Hey, do you want to try to speed this up, or do you think we're doing a good pace?
I think we're doing a fairly decent pace.
I'm sorry if I seem impatient. You guys saw a sneak peek of the last card, and I'm so excited for it. Okay, the next card. Oh, wait, is there anything you want to add to that? Or is just the effect enough? Because you can probably guess. Oh, snow's a big thing in this new set, by the way.
You are basically getting... What is it? +4 cards from your graveyard. Sure, you initially mill 3, but then you can
there's some decks that take advantage of that.
Yeah, if you're milling, but that's typically black-green. But
black, green, blue. Haha, scary combination.
But the first effect, it doesn't seem great. But when you get onto the second part, you need to have snow if you're going to be doing this, which I'm pretty sure. I think
so. The new set.
Yeah, blue is probably going to be drizzling with it. And then your last effect gives you the other 3 cards that are just random. It doesn't have to have snow effect. So, pretty dang good.
Okay, this card is good enough that we've talked about this before the set came out. This is one of the cards we talked about.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Path of the World Tree. 1 colorless, 1 green. It's an enchantment. World trees in this set are beautiful. The first effect. When Path of the World Tree enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Next one. Pay 2, 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green. Sacrifice Path of the World Tree. You gain 2 life. Draw 2 cards. Target opponent loses 2 life. Path of the World Tree deals 2 damage to up to 1 target creature. Create a 2/2 green bear creature token. I want to build a 5-color deck just to deal with the new world trees, because it seems so fun to do. And yeah, you're paying 7, but if you can pull it off, that's kind of like a smack to the face to your opponents.
Having a 5-color deck that works in general is a smack in the face.
Plus, it's Mana Surge, and that's such a beautiful card to me.
I'm gonna just put this like...
No, that's mine. No.
I'm putting it like...
The cards we're excited of, then I'm putting this here too, because I love these two. This one, sadly, I'm not as excited for. Ready? User of the Usher of the Fallen.
Mhm.
It's a 1/white creature spirit warrior. Boast 1/1 white. Create a 1/1 white human warrior creature token. If you don't know what Boast does, activate this ability. If this creature attack this turn only once each turn. It's a 2/1. Basically, it's good token generation for white. Especially because it's a 1 cost. And then next turn you'll have at least 2 mana.
Yeah.
So you could be pulling the combo off turn 2.
Which is not bad.
Any comments you want to make on this card?
This is just token generation.
Okay. I'm going to be honest. This is one of my favorite style of cards. This is a double-sided land. So it's either black or it's red. And I love these.
Scary combination.
I love these because these cost like $6 a pop. Because everyone wants them. And they're almost worth selling more than keeping.
I think I might show that one card I got from the box.
Another day.
Another day.
But this is the rare of the set, just to show you. And that's beautiful. Okay, I'm putting the last card face down so I don't read it, so I don't get too excited. Next one is the land of the deck. Snowland, Mountain Forest. It enters the battlefield tapped and can tap for red or green. That is a beautiful multicolor land. I especially love the artwork for the new Snowlands.
Definitely really nice.
Any comment you want to make before the last card?
I will say this. Since it says a snowland, this is not considered a basic land.
No, it is not.
But
if it says basic Snowland, it would actually still be a basic land.
Yeah. And there are cards, I think you showed one in the
I showed one last video.
that if it says basic snowland, then like I think it has to do with like permanents that you have on the
some
field.
fun things.
Yeah. So basically
advantage.
Combo plays.
Snow advantage. I'm putting this in the stack. Now, the last card. This horrifying.
Maybe I should read it.
You want to read it?
Yeah. Agar the Freezing Flame. A 3-cost, 1 red, 1 blue. Legendary creature, Giant Wizard. It's a 3/3. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess damage, if a giant wizard or spell you control dealt damage to it this turn, draw a card. So anything with trample.
It is so beautiful. Like I love it's shiny. It's a full art and
gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. This might be my next commander deck. Just based around damage. I am so in love with this card. Now, I wish it wasn't an uncommon.
I wish it was green. Had green in it.
No. Blue-green only.
Yeah, blue-green.
Green-red? No, that's a... I like the combination, just not for instances and sorceries.
Well, that doesn't necessarily need instances and sorceries. Because it says giants, you have a bunch of giants. Typically with a giant, you have
Giants
trample.
is green.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this card. I really wish it was rare. Or, like, mythic. Being uncommon, it's not as valuable. But come on! This is the second pack we've opened. This is gorgeous.
That's a gorgeous card.
Like, I don't care how much it's worth. This is, like, the most beautiful card I've pulled in a long time.
That makes me happy. In all the right places.
Okay, what was your favorite card that we pulled?
I know what your favorite card is.
I actually don't think you know my card.
I'm guessing this one.
Nope.
Oh, it's probably one of the commons.
Nope.
I got it.
It's funny. We might pick the same card and he doesn't know.
I'm thinking I run a lot of mill. I do a lot of mill. This is not like a bird to his mill, but
yeah.
Thank
you. It's not the same card.
It's just the concept of this card. It has a lot of gain.
And my favorite card?
Yeah,
you couldn't guess this, probably. Path of the World Tree, because I want to build a 5-color mana deck, 5-color deck again. And I'll do a deck profile when I'm done with it. Stay tuned for that one. Mm-hmm. Anything else before we go?
I think that's it.
I'm so excited for this card. Just purely the fact of how beautiful it is.
I actually, I'm going to add something. I think I'm going to challenge you with something. Huh. I think you should make a strictly deck filled with shiny cards.
Commander or regular?
Commander.
We'll talk about it in this another video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed.
See you in the next one.
Bye!